Liberation. After successfully derailing a train like it's a Michael Bay movie, we open the mission with Daniels and the squad preparing to assist the French resistance in taking back Paris, the City of Light, or so they say. Rousseau, the French baddie, informs us of the lengths the German General Heinrich has gone to locate her, by literally unaliving her entire family. I mean, I can't imagine that'll cause any sort of...
This is for my son. Is for me.
The plan is simple. Sneak into the German garrison disguised as Germans. Wait a minute. This seems a bit familiar.
Imposter! What is this? That's my uniform!
We're then thrown into a car as Rousseau as she goes over her cover story, which is Gerda Schneider from Hamburg, Germany, who's commanding officer Franz Spiegel, whose sole purpose is to bring travel documents to Heinrich. Make sure you understand that cover story very well, because if you don't, you'll immediately raise suspicion and be captured by the Germans. You get through the first checkpoint with ease, where Crowley reminds you that the contact name is Fisher, not Price. That's a small one. It's a small little joke. You both enter the building when all you see is, oh man, I am hopeful that I can show this on YouTube. I'm just gonna, should I blur it out? Do I not blur it out? What is the right move here? Note there is no compass that points you to Fisher, so you need to do some exploration in order to find him. This might require speaking to other Germans in the area about Fisher's location. If you speak to the right one, they'll inform you that Fisher is in the basement gambling, shout out Emmanuel Classe. Head down towards the basement where you're given the opportunity to save 2 French resistance members for later when... The first one is near the German guard that's asleep. Pick the lock and it'll unlock his cage. The second one is just down the hall. Open the door and mash X to unalive the German and save the French resistance member. Now that they're saved, head over to the room where the Germans are drinking and gambling, no offense to Luis Ortiz, and talk to the German officer leaning on some boxes. You can pretty much ask him 2 questions or leave. If you ask about Fisher, he'll inform you that he's upstairs. Head back up the stairs to your right and follow the hallway to another large staircase with a guard to find Fisher. The guard will then ask you for your papers and ask who you're here to see, so make sure you tell that guard you're here to see Wagner. No, wait, Heinrich, oh, come on! Now past the guard, Rousseau heads up to the office where she needs to locate Fisher. Now this is basically like finding a needle in a haystack because all the officers are nearly identical because they seem to just use the same NPC model. If you want to take your time, then ask around, but if you're like me and just want the answer instead of just asking the same questions over and over, Fisher every time is by the window in the main room. Ask him the passphrase and he'll ask you over to the other room where he informs Rousseau that he's unable to make the briefcase exchange because he's late for a meeting and being watched. Rousseau must now head up the grand staircase to Heinrich's office. She speaks to Heinrich's secretary who informs her that Heinrich is in a meeting, that you can just head right inside. Once inside the office, Rousseau opens a window to move to Fisher's meeting area only to be interrupted by Heinrich re-entering his office. Heinrich then begins to question Rousseau, asks her, just
This for my comrades. This is for my son. Is for me.
Rousseau flees the room over the rooftop where she ends up meeting up with Fisher in the war room. They swap briefcases and Fisher's arrested while Rousseau discreetly leaves to the sound of Michael Jackson.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
She heads to a checkpoint where the guard is unalived by Crowley, which then kicks off Rousseau stealthily setting some explosives, or don't, because there's 2 options in this mission. Option 1, continue the stealth approach until you're able to set the explosives, or just screw it, we're going option 2.
Totinos, how did you know? Totinos, everybody's talking about Totinos, hot pizza rolls, and not burritos.
After setting explosives, we have put back in the shoes of Daniels and his squad as they prepare for the signal to begin the attack. After about a 5-second delay, Daniels and the squad begin the attack on the garrison. You know what? Screw it, let's just extend this whole video. Now that Daniels and his squad have assaulted the garrison, they must rendezvous with Crowley at the gate to continue the attack inside. Crowley passes Daniels a trench gun while Rousseau throws a smoke grenade in the room, giving Zussman the perfect cover to attempt a World War II breach and clear minus the gulag showers. Now equipped with a war crime, Daniels clears the entire room and heads upstairs with Zussman in order to clear the Overwatch point. Once cleared, World War II Jesus grabs some Molotov cocktails and a Car 9K and joins the resistance in pushing back the German counterattack. Note that this entire counterattack comes equipped with cannon fodder, MG42s, Panzerschrecks, and half-tracks. As Daniels and Zussman provide cover, a Panzerschreck round hits the building, knocking Daniels on his butt like a hit from Ray Lewis. Daniels, now dazed and confused, witnesses a resistance member attempt to throw a Molotov cocktail, but get hit and drop it like it's hot. Literally. Zussman screams at Daniels that they need to leave, jumping out the window just before the building explodes, or doesn't, I don't know. Daniels, being literally World War II Jesus, is ordered to crawl to the Panzerschreck and take out the half-track. He's successful and causes the Germans to fall back. As Daniels goes to rally with his squad, he witnesses the French resistance members begin to celebrate in the streets. And just as Daniels rallies with his squad, fireworks are seen in the distance, signifying the liberation of Paris. Now let's recap. Daniels, while he didn't do much in the first half of this mission, but during the second half, led an assault on a German garrison, unalived numerous Germans, exposed his position to use a Panzerschreck to take out a German half-track. I would say by this point in the war, it's more than enough for a Medal of Honor, a ticket home, and even quite possibly the ability to help the US Army by selling war bonds. Come on!